am a student of promise. Each day is promising. Each school year is promising. My future is promising. But first I must promise myself that I will do my best, settle for nothing less. As I respect others, my community, and myself. I am important, yes. I am smart, yes. I can achieve, yes. I am a student of promise, yes. That's what's up, yes.
First, I want to just say how honored and privileged we are just as a student of promise to be able to even have this opportunity to take this trip. I see a few familiar faces that have gone on this trip before, so that's an advantage for those that this is your first time. So we're going to be looking to, matter of fact, who went before, who went last year? Just raise your hand so you all know who went last year. How many? 1, 2, 3, just 3? 4. Okay, we have 4 that went on this trip before, so hopefully this experience will be even that more special for them, but then you can bounce ideas off of those that have traveled this past last year. I want to first introduce, where's the bus driver? Where's
right here.
Okay, if you could just give us your name, sir, because we are,
Richard.
This is Mr. Richard. Say good morning, Mr. Richard.
Good morning, I'm already taking you to Columbus, though.
Okay, he's taking us to Columbus, and then Mr. Angelo is going to take us all the way. But we appreciate the opportunity to travel with him.
I'm a student of promise.
Each day is promising. Each school year is promising. My future is promising. But first, I must promise myself that I will do my best, settle for nothing less, as I respect others, my community, and myself. I am important, yes. I am smart, yes. I can achieve, yes. I am a student of promise, yes. That's what's up, yes. Give yourself a hand, let's go. Okay, we're off. Year 2, student of promise, heading to Atlanta, Georgia for a week of just some exciting experiences, culminating with the commencement at Morehouse, where we see 500 African-American males receive their degrees, including Dante Gresham and Cedric Thorpe, who are former Closing Achievement Gap students. So this is real special, and we're going to keep you posted along the way. Say your prayers for us as we make this journey. Peace out.
Yeah, it's what it is, what it is. To everybody on the rise, keep the eyes on the prize. No matter what the struggle is, never say never or impossible. Impossible is nothing, follow through. Any dream's worth an obstacle. Word is fun, that's what I tell them, Joe.
It means a lot for real, because I'm really just trying to take in what I see and what I know about Atlanta prior to coming. And I'm really just trying to meld between what I don't know and what I do know into some type of artistry. I already started writing last night. I was out on the balcony being all dramatic, but yeah, I'm just trying to soak in as much as I can and then use what I know to help that experience.
I enjoyed the first day. It was very interesting. I had a lot of fun. And I really enjoyed the aquarium because it was really neat. And I got to see a lot of fishes. It's a good experience so far because I can see it up close for myself and really get a better understanding of it.
Good afternoon. My name is Ambrose King Jr. and I am a graduate of Morehouse College, and I am currently working for the government, and I'm just so happy that you all came to Atlanta and chose the King Center to visit. This is a very historic center. It is, of course, the only one of its kind, and it continues to grow year by year. I think an estimated of maybe 3 million visitors visit each year, and we're just seeing the numbers grow up. Dr. King is the only person in the United States, even world, that has a federal holiday. And each president, it doesn't matter who's in office, his task is to come once a year, either the birth date or the date of his holiday, that Monday, or April 4th is which the day that he was assassinated on, to lay a wreath on the grave out there. In 1974, a man walked into the church and assassinated Mama King. That was Martin Luther King's mother. Martin Luther King was assassinated in '68. His brother, my grandfather, in 12 months was found floating in a pool. He was dead. So Daddy King had no more heirs to Ebenezer. All his sons were dead in less than a year. And so 5 years later, his wife was murdered in the church. And they finally put the organ back in there. So when you go over to the church, there's an organ they have roped off. And it's roped off in memory of Alberta Williams King, who was Dr. King's mother, because she was sitting at the organ when the assassin's bullet hit her, and she fell forward onto the organ. And they would tell you, quite frankly, that, you know, her blood is still there because it's seeped into the organ.
Yes, I really wish that it was a Black history like class instead of just a regular history class.
And welcome to this church. The word Ebenezer means the stone of help. The stone of help. It's found in the Bible, 1 Samuel 7 and 12. And so this church was founded upon those very principles. This church began in 1886 by the Reverend John Parker. The Reverend John Parker and 13 faithful members began this church in a little box building, a storefront location on Airline Street, which is a few blocks from where we are right now. He pastored the church for 8 years. 1894, he resigned, and the Reverend Adam Daniel Williams became the pastor of this church in 1894. The Reverend Adam Daniel Williams is the grandfather of Martin Luther King Jr. He's also the father-in-law of Martin Luther King Sr.
It's not really, we don't really learn about Black history, not even on Black History Month. So like, I think it's very important because we also made a lot of history, and it's like we don't learn nothing about it.
Okay, so I'm going to collect those tickets when we go inside and hand them to me on the way in the door. But at the end of the tour, I'll give them back to you.
So this trip is very important for us to be here.
I like the pictures and everything, and how they had all the old-fashioned computers. I mean, not the computers, the TVs. Today, we got the rights. Like, we got freedom of speech. We can say anything, and then if anything do go wrong, we could just like do like a little thing. But it's not like how it used to be though. Like, it's more freedom.
Lord, you've been so good to me.
When they told us to sit down, put the headphones in, it was like it could get real emotional because you could like feel them kicking the chair and hear them and feel like they breathing on your neck and talking in your ear like they right next to you.
If you don't get up, boy, I'm gonna kill you. Right in front of everybody. I'm gonna take this fork, I'm gonna jam it right into your neck.
Yeah, it could get real emotional, but I didn't cry through it. I ain't want to, but it's emotional enough for you to cry.
You know my soul, if I can wonder how I made it over.
My name is Chris Ivory. I am Mr. Ivory's son. I'm a lawyer here in Georgia. I practice criminal defense and entertainment law. I graduated from Cleveland Heights High School. From there I went to the Ohio State University, which I hope all of you all apply to, right? So all of you are going to apply to the Ohio State University. From there I went to the University of Miami, where it's all about the U, where I got my master's in communication and I finished my law degree. From there I moved here to Atlanta, Georgia. I look like many of you all. I mean, we really do look alike because I am one of you all. I'm from where you all are from. We have many of the same stories and experiences. I have a tattoo. Many of you all have a tattoo. But what separates me and what will separate you from everyone else is your education.
Answering the summons to my tournament. You are the finest, the bravest, and the most renowned champions of the realm, and this day your skill shall be put to the test. I have arranged some entertainment for my guests, and a chance for you to display your prowess and horsemanship. I pray you, seek out my master of horse, and prepare.
Left Cleveland a few years ago for San Francisco. Dr. Brown is responsible for Students of Promise going to San Francisco those few years that I was there. And I personally haven't been the same since after meeting Dr. Brown. And Dr. Brown, these are 4 different Greater Cleveland high schools represented here. Warrensville Heights, Garfield Heights, Maple Heights, Cleveland Heights. Dr. Brown.
Well, good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
You know, all of the reputation of Students of Promise and the great work of your champion and moving spirit behind this enterprise. It just sends chills up my spine, the fact that it was at the dedication of the King Memorial in Washington, D.C. that my wife and I went out the evening before the dedication was scheduled to be held. And I saw these young people getting off a bus so well scrubbed, so well dressed, so well posed and behaved, that I had to stop and see from whence came such grace and such dignity of young people.
Like, you don't get that all the time because of how you look and how you were acting with a certain group of people. So it was nice to see like somebody took the interest to look at us and like think we looked nice and stuff.
And it was then that I met Brother Bob Ivory. And little did I know that Lord would will it so, that later he would find his way in San Francisco.
He and his church has given hundreds of thousands and to make sure that this chapel maintains its integrity. Here, of course, you have my aunt, the beautiful Coretta Scott, Marie Scott King, born in Marion, Alabama, and married Dr. King in Boston. And my great-grandfather, Martin Luther King Sr., and my grandmother, the one that was assassinated at Ebenezer in '74, this is her. So many of you had a chance to view the organ that she was playing yesterday in the church, but this is her. This is what she looked like. And notice her maiden name, Williams. And of course, this is her father, one of the first pastors of Ebenezer Baptist Church, A.D. Williams. And this is over here is the only living member, and this is how she looks today, is Christine King Ferris, named, well, her middle name is Alberta, Christine Alberta, named after her mother. But this is the only surviving member of the King family. Everybody else is dead. 3 were assassinated and killed, and she's the only one living. She retired last year from teaching at Spelman for 57 years. She was at Spelman College. She's 88 years old and be 89 this year. But this is how they summoned the kids to class in the 1800s, early 1900s. Now, Morehouse was founded in 1867, Spelman 1888. A lot of your HBCUs was founded after 1863.
So today we are here on the campus of Morehouse College celebrating the 123rd commencement ceremony. It's an honor, it's a pleasure, and right now we're gonna bless the young folks with some spoken word by myself and Mr. Elijah. What's your last name, King? Mr. Elijah Austin. I was characterized with my skin color and put against people with different exchanges. To them, the average black man is brainless. Nameless with no identity, they built the jail to get rid of me. No sensitivity, I was criticized by the public. Hatred from the attic to the basement, but I must face it. My race, I would never disgrace it. God sent me to give this world a facelift. Something like me, but this much prestige is hard to come by. When they see me and my clan of young black men, it's always, not to be mean, but don't you guys play for a basketball team? But since my level of thinking is higher, I keep moving. But if I told the world I was inspired to be a writer, they would call me a liar. All eyes on me as I walk the way as if I set the world on fire, cause I initiated the flame when I opened my eyes up. Like the Cavaliers say, man, we all must rise up.
It was good to see 2 different generations of young intelligence going against each other. Well, not go against each other, but come together and have such a great impact on a small group. And it wasn't even the fact that it had an impact on a small group, it was the impact it had on people around us. It was just so unexpected and so spontaneous. People that were just standing around came over to watch them. How it's not just being around where I'm from, people aren't always gonna be, as unintelligent. It's just like we're being with Elijah every day in school, or seeing, what was his name? Cedric, seeing him. It brought a smile to my face to know that there's more people out there that have some type of intelligence. And as a young black man, to just come together and know what they're talking about, and not just speaking on something foolish.
I've heard that we turned the soil into pyramids so that we could peek over the horizon and witness our ancestors gather and sing the sun to sleep every night. I've heard God married Mother Africa and she brewed nectar to nurture her dark-skinned children, and we called it the Nile. I've heard the sound of the marimba, the djembe, the kalimba, the kora play a melody so bold it shook the earth from its skin. It picked the stars from the sky like fruit from rich trees. A new day with new promises that beats to the drum of a black woman's chest. I've heard.
He gave me like inspiration to go hard, like we about to eat. He said, if you hungry, what you gonna do? You gonna eat. So like, my mind says to eat now. Go to school, actually pay attention. Yeah, cause it's like if he can do it, he came from the same streets we from. So if he could do it, we could do it too.
One day, when the glory comes, it will be ours, it will be ours. Oh, one day, when the war is won, we will be sure, we will be sure. Oh,
in our 132nd commencement celebration, in our 149th school year of operating. Morehouse College was founded in the Silver Bluff Springfield Baptist Church in the city of Augusta, Georgia in 1867. Our history can be traced back to 1787, when Old Springfield Church was founded as the oldest independent black church of any denomination, according to the United States Interior Department.
And hallelujah paved the way for you to get that diploma tomorrow. The expectation of every professor who lectured and labored that you might stand in this moment is that you will take these years at Morehouse and that degree you get tomorrow and use it as a master key to unlock every door of opportunity that God has set before you, because you are a Morehouse man. Brothers, you are not graduating from Morehouse just to let life happen. You did not labor these 4, 5, 6 years to fade away into the shadows of anonymity. Nobody paid your way to get here. For you to leave tomorrow and go back and sit on your mama's couch or another woman's couch. Talk about what you could have, would have, and should have done. Oh, glory.
Atlanta University was founded in 1865 by the Missionary Association. Clark College came along in 1869, started by the AME Church, African Methodist Episcopal Church. In 1988, they merged Atlanta University and Clark College to form Clark Atlanta University, which is the campus you're on now. They built this building second, Trevor Arnett Hall. In this building, they have an art gallery of black history, paintings, and artworks of famous black artists in this building.
What I learned so far is like more about like Clark University, because I really didn't like know about it for real until like today, because I just knew that I knew it was a Clark University, but I knew as much as I did today.
For the class of 2016, I honor you today because of your commitment, hard work, and determination. Each of you decided a few years ago to accept the challenge to begin the journey to become a Morehouse man.
There is something in every one of you that waits
and listens for the sound of the genuine in yourself. It is the only true guide you will ever have. And if you cannot hear it, you will all your life spend your days on the ends of strings that somebody else pulls.
It was really nice though, because a lot of people actually graduated, and that's good to see a lot of black folks graduating, because they always think that we always failures, we're not going to do nothing, we're just bad people. But it's good to see a lot of people, a lot of black men actually graduating and getting through their careers here.
Know that there is always a Morehouse man who has your back.
And I thought Morehouse was like for black people only, but then in my mind, like it's just like, oh yeah, so now we're not segregated no more. Anybody can go anywhere.
It's been a long day without you, my friend, and I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. We've come a long way from where we began. Oh, I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. When I see you again.
I recommend the Student of Promise for everybody because, like, maybe somebody at home didn't go on this trip. They didn't know about what we just learned at the history of the museum sound like. So I recommend everybody to join the Student of Promise.
We definitely have to give our many, many, many thanks for our tour facilitator and Black History Tours. You met Mr. Eric when he came for the symposium. Give it up, give it up, give it up. All right, you guys enjoy the ride back.
So let the light guide your way. Yeah. Hold every memory as you go, and every road you take will always lead you home.
I don't know. I want to shout out Mr. Ivory for putting everything together. You know, I just feel like you go out of your way to do everything for us and make sure that we stay together. I wanna let you know that you changed my mind to a lot of things. Even though I started the Students of Promise this year, you know I came a little later in the year, but you changed my mind to a lot of things. Me and you actually changed my life. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I know this was a hard week for you, but I want to let you know that you made this week real special. Thank you.